What's up, boys? It's your boy Hanjan. Don't know why I blinkered, pulling into the driveway. Back with the Hanjan homie chance. We just got off school, finals, now I'm a senior. I'll see you homies inside. So, now I'm gonna do the weird transition shit. Turn on the car first. Alright, so, just got home. Obviously, as you can see, I definitely just walked in here. Okay, we're gonna go outside, and then we're gonna get to our chat. What's up, boys? It's your boy Hanjan here. I'm back outside in the rocking chair with Rocking Chair Hanjan John chats. There's a plane flying over me right now. I'm not sure if you could really hear it, but hopefully not, since I got the microphone, right? So today we're talking about money, right? Does money equal happiness? Let's talk about it. Now, obviously, money, right? It's what makes the world go around, right? Holy shit! Alrighty, sorry about that. There was a plane driving by. It just, you know what I mean. That's how it goes, right? Now, money, obviously, it makes the world go around, right? And its historical kind of purpose was to replace the fact that I could trade this rabbit for a goddamn fishtail. You feel me, right? Because it's like more of giving something of a materialistic value, right? So it's like written on there, right? There's 1, there's a 5, there's a 10, there's a 100, there's a 50. You know what I mean, right? Instead of trying to measure the value of something based off of labor, how long it took me, the skill, rarity, you know what I mean? Obviously, like, there are rarities to such things, like money. There's rarity in different currencies and stuff like that, obviously, right? But if we just think about it, right, our currency value has went down so much because we use money in a different way. We'd rather use it to just have it, you know what I mean? That's when the problem was caused, is when people just wanted to sit there and have money to have money, you know what I mean? Instead of using it just to survive, most likely, or more, you know? Like, instead of me getting money just so I could pay my bills and get my food, right? And, like, get my farm, you know what I mean? Like, now I'm getting it to fucking buy a tripod and a camera, and I just want to go out to eat, you know what I mean? Just because a lot of us are benefited enough to actually be able to go do that, right? Now, money helps a lot because they would use specific things to trade for specific things, correct? Now, if you didn't have access to this specific thing to trade for this thing, you have to trade something for another thing to get this thing. Now, money kind of eliminates that fact. I could just have this money, pay you this money, get that thing, and eliminates a lot of the different steps into the trade, right? And it causes us to have to outsource less things and go through less of a hassle to get the things that we need for our area or nation. Understood? Now, there's a philosopher, Pluto, right, saying money is just what makes the world go around, basically. This is like a summary, right? He just basically says money makes the world go around, right? Now, there's only a problem when it arises when people stop using it to survive and they start using it as more of like oh, I want to buy this flower pot just to have a nice yard. You know what I mean? There's just a difference between the value of money and what we use it for, because people use money to make more money, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of it, right? You usually have to work for your money, but if you could just invest $100 and make $300 back, who the fuck wants to work? You know what I mean? I don't want to work, but I still got to, right? Now, in my instance, I work for my money. You work your 9 to 5, you get paid your money, right? And that's just how, that's like the original kind of version of the money. But on the other half, when I actually go to spend it, I'm breaking the purpose of money, because I could buy whatever I want in my game. I could buy, you know what I mean? I could buy gas, which, I mean, not really gas. That's something we need to survive. I could buy, well, depends what kind of gas you're talking about. Speaking of, I'll be right back. I gotta go inside real quick. All right, now I got my gas. I don't know why. I'm just moving the mic around. I'm trying to figure out better places to put it. I don't want to put it on my shirt, and holding it, I hold it too close. You know what I mean? So I feel like this would be something, I guess. All right, but I had to go grab the gas. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just like kind of like a crazy topic. You know what I mean? Like, money. Sorry, there's a car. Money was originally created just to be like a loophole to trade, get out of that whole trade system and try to make life just a little bit easier, right? But then we started using it for more materialistic things and kind of giving it a different value and using it in a different way, like, say, drop trading, right? I don't know what the fuck it is, but people invest money, they make their money, and then they just do that, right? Now they could just start off with $50 and make $1 million, right? Like, why would they go apply to jobs and do all this? They've kind of found their own loophole within a loophole through money. Does that make sense? Now, people across like different wealth margins, I could say, I guess. God damn, I hope you guys can't hear that dirt bike right now. But people across different wealth margins, right, kind of use money in different ways, right? Now, if you're in the lower class, you're probably just using it to survive, living check by check. paying your rent, food, and then maybe your phone bill for fucking whatever, maybe Netflix, right? And then middle class, you probably just you're doing the same stuff, right? But you have a little more money to buy things that maybe you want, or maybe things that would benefit you in like a specific way. You know what I mean? Sorry about that. Sorry, there was like a lot of noise going on. My dog came up here. I'm petting him right now. But like I was saying, in the middle class, people probably do all the same things: pay their rent, food, and then the phone bill, maybe a streaming service or two, and then they also have a little bit of money left over most of the time if they're smart with their money, right? Where they can go out to eat once a week or once a month. You know what I mean? And then there's the higher class, and there's two different margins of the higher class, right? Now there's the margin that flaunt their money. They want money just to have money, and they don't use it to survive. They already have enough money. They're well off the rest of their life. They just want more, right? And they kind of use it as a power over people, like your boss, right? Oh yeah, like if your boss tells you to do something, the only reason you do it is because they pay you and you can get fired if you're like, no, fuck you, right? You can't just tell your boss fuck off, right? That shit sucks. You wish you could. I know you wish you could, so you can't tell me you don't. But one second, I hear my dog scratching. Now the second margin. Sorry, I'm not stopping the video again. The second margin of like videos, right? Or like not videos, fucking of the higher class, like the richer people, would be more would be more of those people that kind of use their money normally, right? Where they have their money, but like they kind of just have ways of making more, and they just kind of continue to make more. But they also kind of defeat the purpose, like I was saying, by reinvesting their money. But that's also just a smart thing to do, which is like just crazy, right? When that also comes along with this type of thing, right? What's the purpose of working for money and making that money through work and hard earned when I can go up here and post these silly videos online and potentially make money in the future, right? Now, that's like another thing how I've been talking about escaping the matrix, right? There's a lot of different ways in today's society that there weren't before to escape the matrix, kind of tying into different things, right? Like before $1, like if we would have known and had knowledge of like now, right? We could have put a lot of money. Our family could have put a lot of money away, and then we could have had a shit ton of money now, right? Because $1, like I said, $1 in the 1800s is $25 now. This motherfucker. I don't throw it far enough, dude. He always comes back. Now, in a lot of ways, the people that kind of have money just to make more money kind of ruin it for everybody else, right? Because they kind of fuck the economy in a way, right? Now, if you're just buying all these houses and renting them out, you own a whole block. You could decide the prices of that fucking block. You know what I mean? Because you own such a wide area. You know what I mean? Such a wide portion of that area's market. Like, say if I owned a whole neighborhood, or like I owned every McDonald's, right? If I own every McDonald's, I can do whatever the fuck I want with my shit, right? I can walk in there, hey, make me a Big Mac, this, and this. I want to try it just to see how good it is. Take a bite out of one of them, be like, nah, trust it, and leave. You know what I mean? Like, that's just some shit that you could do if you have the power, the money, and just the resources to do so, right? Now, picture this scenario, right? You wake up, right, and you're just like, oh shit, I want to make some videos, and you make your videos, and then you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna throw them out there for fun, and then they pop off, right? You get hundreds of thousands of views, you get creator funds, you start getting monetized, and you make all this money, and you reinvest and you make more and more money, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, something happens. It's all gone. Don't know how, don't know why, it's just gone. At that point, you just have your money to survive. So even if you are exploiting your money, breaking the loophole, there's always a time where that loophole can close for one specific person, not everybody, right? And then there's also times where that loophole never opens for a lot of people, right? They just live out their normal life in their day-to-day and kind of just go through it like a normal person would, right? Now, me, I'm trying to escape the loophole with this shit. Other people, they use drop shipping, they invest, they make music, and they do other things, and in hopes of it trying to blow up and go off, you know what I mean, and try to break the matrix. Now, you always see a lot of the big companies fall, like Microsoft right now, they're okay, but for a while they were kind of dropping and they're just throwing shit out there, right? And not a lot of it was selling, and they're kind of cutting off markets and just selling it out to try to make money. I don't know. They were just doing it in stupid ways. I looked into this a long time ago. I don't really remember all the facts, right? Now, like a lot of that stuff, all the good things come to an end, right? Like high school, for instance, I'm becoming a senior, right? My teacher gave a speech and they're just like, guys, just take this summer. This will be your last summer. Just think about what you're gonna do in your adult life, right? What you want to do with your life. And a lot of people hate high school, but all the seniors and shit, they'd always say, "Hey, listen, you gotta enjoy this shit, because even no matter how much you hate it, after you're done, you're gonna miss it, right?" So no matter how much I hated it, I tried as hard as I could to enjoy it. And no matter how much you enjoy it, it comes to an end, no matter what you're gonna do. And whether you're ready for it or not, it's still gonna feel like it went by too fast, right? And like all good things, they gotta come to an end. Like this video. That'll be it for today, guys. This is for the Hanjan Homie Chats. We're on the rocking chair, moving hair, moving quack. Wait, I don't know. But laters.